Here with a multi-tool video. Haven't done any multi-tool videos before. I've had a couple and thought I would throw one up because I've been carrying this one for a while now and it has become darn handy. Never would have thought it. So I thought I would throw a video up for it, give you all some ideas on it. So this is the Leatherman Squirt PS4. Pretty simple packaging here, front, back, and there is the tool itself. Now this is kind of like sort of a micro multi-tool. You can see how small this thing is. 2 1/4 inches this way, it's 2 ounces, fits right in the palm of your hand, way crazy small. Admittedly, the reason I got this initially was because the TSA was relaxing the laws on what you could carry on planes, and you were going to be allowed to carry a knife that was less than 2.36 inches in length, non-molded handle, non-locking blade, less than a 1/2 inch across, and this fit all those, and this was pretty affordable. I read some good things about it, and I thought, what the heck, I'll pick one up. That law was supposed to have gone into effect yesterday. They've now put it on hold. Maybe someday it'll come to fruition. Quick thought on that. As far as those knives go, this is kind of very much aside from this video, but so you can't carry this knife on a plane. This small little baby blade, 1.6 inches I think this knife is. Can't carry that on a plane, but you can carry a 7-inch screwdriver. I would much rather try and hurt someone with a 7-inch screwdriver than this little baby knife. And quick thought on the use of this knife as it goes with this in general. You know, this is so far from being anything you would use for defense. I mean, it's not funny. It's just, you would not use this for even remotely a defensive role. Couple things, I mean, to fit all those TSA requirements, it's small, uber small. It's non-locking, so you stab into someone, it's gonna close. You're just not gonna use that. And for that matter, I don't wanna stab someone anyway because I don't want blood flying all over the place. I'd much rather punch you or hit you or kick you or that sort of thing. So there's that. So who knows, maybe someday I'll get to carry this on the plane, but it will certainly never be for a self-defense role. Usually I more carry if I'm gonna use something. I got a little pen, or I'll just hit you or punch you or kick you, whatever. Use my butter knife that they give you. So that said, I thought, well, you know, I'll just start carrying this. It's pretty small, and I'll start throwing it in my pocket because a lot of people say multi-tools are good to have. I thought, geez, you know, I don't need to carry more stuff around. People have wanted to know my sort of everyday carry. They always ask for a video. Well, here's a little insight for you. So I carry a gun. I carry a set of keys. I carry a knife, a pen, a cell phone, a flashlight, a wallet. I believe that's everything. And I thought, well, geez, that is a lot of stuff that I'm already carrying every day. And I mean, I don't need to add to that because look how much stuff that is that I've already filled up my pockets with. So I thought, well, you know, this thing's pretty small. I'll try throwing it in my pocket just to see how it is. Well, look how crazy small this thing is. This is almost microscopic in comparison to everything else here. So it goes in the bottom of my right pocket. Right pocket usually has my knife, my pen, my keys, and now this Leatherman. Sits in the bottom of that pocket, and I do not notice the thing is there. I carry it every day now. Carry it to work all the time. It hides in the bottom of that pocket, and it's so small, I don't even know the thing's there. For what that's worth, carry the thing, and it's one of those, you know, I didn't think I needed to carry all this other stuff. Who thought I'd need a flashlight in the middle of the day? Well, a lot of good reasons for one. I didn't used to think I'd need a cell phone, but well, obviously that's a whole different world these days. Knife, lots of uses for that, and you know, I don't carry the pen as much, certainly carry it every day at work, but this, now that I've been carrying it, it amazes me the amount of uses that I've come up with for this thing, and I'll go through some of those as I go through this. I guess it's one of those, if you build it, they will come. So let's have a look at it. So as I said, super small, 2 ounces, 2 1/4 inches in length. Street price on this is around $24 on Amazon. Comes in 3 colors, red, blue, and black. Has some features on the outside that you can get to. You can put it on your keychain, and if you're gonna put it on your keychain, you know, it's about the size of a key fob. Pretty small. I like to have my keys as small as I can. I just have my keychain and 2 keys on there. So I don't wanna put this on there, but pretty small if you want to put it on there. From the outside, there are a couple tools. There is a file. So on the file, there's a rough side and a smooth, I guess this is the rough side. That's the smoother side. Does both metal and wood, and for that matter, will do your nails too. Oh, also on the file, aside from both sides, it also has rough edge along the bottom, so if you wanted to get in and do some grooves, that type of thing, you could do that with it. So nice use for that. The knife here, as I've already kind of talked about, it's a very small knife. It's a 420 high carbon steel, kind of a lower end steel, but for the purposes of this type of thing, it's going to be just fine. It is non-locking, so be careful what you're stabbing into. But, you know, on the realm of things that I've found to use this for, again, I just find random things. So today, this is great for some simple cutting tasks. Went down, was able to buy some ammo today. Look, it's sealed. Need to cut into it. Don't cut your finger. I mean, simple, small cutting tasks works well for this knife. Some boxes to open, everyday stuff, handy to have there for cutting some small stuff. On the other side, there are 2 screwdrivers. There's a flathead, and on the flathead there is also a bottle opener, can opener, bottle opener. And then on the other side, there's a Phillips or even a super small flathead driver. Now again, who needs a screwdriver with you every day? Well, again, build it and they will come. Over at my parents' house, one of their chairs is falling apart that my dad's sitting on. Hey, I've got a screwdriver in my pocket. I whip this out, I fix the chair, it's safe again. I'm at the hospital taking a shower. They've got one of those shower hand things that hooks onto the wall. And for months, that thing's been annoying because it's been floppy. Hey, I got a screwdriver with me. Let me tighten that screw. So again, I have these things with me. It amazes me the little uses that I've come up with for these small things. The Phillips head, just to show you, you know, it's just one. It doesn't have the, you know, full Phillips type head on it, but the way it works is you can get that little corner into a Phillips screw, like on here, and then use it to loosen them. So it works pretty well as far as that goes. All right, and that is it for, oh, nope, not it for the outside. Over here, there are nifty little scissors. I went to the museum today, had one of those little wristbands they put on you. This was nifty for cutting a thing off my wrist. Yeah, you can rip it off, but you have scissors with you, easier to cut it off. So it's good for simple small tasks that you need to cut some small things with. Let's open it up, have a look on the inside. So on the inside, there are a set of needle nose pliers. Pliers here, needle nose, pretty small, and then some regular pliers back here, and then even back farther, there are some wire cutters. Here's another obscure use for it. Sometimes for at work, I'll bring some pistachios. Usually they come and you can open them pretty easy. Sometimes though they come and you can't get into the edge of them. One day I said, wait a minute, I got a thing in my pocket. I bet I can use this as a nutcracker. Well, look at that. Just opens the thing right up. Small, simple uses would never have thought to use this thing for. So small pliers, use them to get into small areas. They are spring-loaded, which is nice. A few parting thoughts on this Leatherman Squirt PS4. So this is a small micro multi-tool, as it were. It's small, it's lightweight. It's constructed much more diminutively than, say, you know, this Leatherman Charge. Big, heavy, 8 ounces. And it's, you know, going to be much more substantial. Don't expect to be able to crank down on things with this that you could with something like this. It's just not made for those type of tasks. But for small, simple, everyday tasks where you just need a simple, quick fix is where this thing really starts to shine. And I know something like emergently having to break into your pistachio, kind of an odd thing, admittedly, I recognize that. But it's just the simple things where you'll have something, you'll say, hey, you know, I've got this thing in my pocket. I bet I could use it for that. And that's just really where this comes into some great use. You'll put it in your pocket, you'll forget about it, and you'll find a lot of uses for it. For the price, I think you can't go wrong with it. I say check one out, throw it in your pocket, see what you think of it. Leatherman Squirt PS4, it is a handy little multi-tool.